Heck, I'm Bug. Oh, how do you guys like my icon that I'm using right now? It amuses me greatly.
It's pretty cool.
Awesome. Can somebody go on to the Monstercast channel real quick and confirm that we're good? And very importantly, confirm if you hear my voice and other people's voice.
I always hear voices.
Cool, Connor's there. Is Connor one of you? And if Quick Learner doesn't have the link, please share the link with him, by the way, to the Voices of the Monstercast, Voices of the Monsterhood, so we can subscribe there. Green? Who are these people? Are these new people, or are these guys? I can't hear Gargano, I think.
It's not me. I know that for sure.
I hear Mark.
So I said, I think I'll have to send it to him via Discord because I don't have his email.
Okay.
I forgot to turn my thing back on. I'm really sorry.
Icon that I'm using right now. It amuses.
So I said, I think I'll have to send it to him via...
Okay, cool. Looks like everybody's audio is going through. Louie, hey there. Run around, awesome. Look at y'all, you brain crawler. Everybody's here, and I'm late today. So honored to have you guys. Listen up, guys. If everybody can hear me, and not just me, but the music in the background and the other people in the Monstercast, please confirm that as soon as you're able to.
Oh,
I'll stop the music now.
queries.
So, like Boggo just talked. Let me know if you heard Bog's voice.
Hello. I am here still.
Got a new voice with him today. All right, go. Slide. Thank you for everybody's patience on this.
Rick Lona, check your links. I sent you the
And your
link to the
doctors.
video and the YouTube channel, to live stream.
Yeah, there's cool. JMPF posted the thing. Not sure the format of this
I
postcast.
sent it to him via direct message.
Cinematic. Well, Quick Learner, usually when we did these monster casts, which I don't know future of them right now, but usually how we were doing them, we have a topic. Today's topic is Monster Planets. Monster Planets, everybody. Monstercast number 84. And then everybody shares if they have something to share on the topic, and we figure out how to give everybody's turn so it doesn't get too messy. We've been pretty successful for a couple years now doing these with just people showing up, not having to sign in to do it. Pretty proud of that. Been really fun. So let me welcome everybody. We got Connor on YouTube. We got Reen. I don't know if it's your first time here, but greetings. Raincrawler, hello. Run around, hello. Not sure if I've seen you before either. Louis is there. With your power combined, I am Captain Planet. Nice. Jello monsters. Jello. David, Advent Times 21. Not sure if I've seen you. That's pretty awesome. We got maybe some new people. Hey yo. Run around, 2 thumbs up. Brian Diaz. Maybe he's new too. Awesome. How is my favorite werewolf doing? Doing great here. At this point, everyone should have a monster planet right by this point. Okay, it's a tricky topic. Ooh, and another new one. Hiya, dude. Mr. RDF, IS. Remember you in the... I remember seeing one of your comments, I think, in a latest video. I don't know if I replied to it yet, but I remember your little image. Tony Richards, another new person. What's going on here? Wonderful. Greetings, all. Okay, so, and everybody here on the Discord that you can... Yep, Gargamel's face is a little cut off. Let's move into the bottom here. There we go. Good. We got Deer Phoenix, which is Griffin Phoenix. We got her here. We got Gargamel Gold. We have Chris Chu. Welcome, Chris. How you been, Chris?
Hey, doing pretty good. Just generally existing, getting ready for stuff to take place later on this year.
Awesome. By the way, guys, Chris has been pretty awesome. Um, offered a little bit more help during these times during the little crash because of the strikes and all. But very nice of him. So yeah, thanks again for that,
Hey,
Chris.
everything for friends.
And again, whatever you have time for, don't worry about it. But just the thought and yeah, very cool of you, Chris. We'll always keep you close and in heart. We got Quick Learner. Quick Learner's first time here, introduced by Gargamel Gold, a friend of his. Welcome, Quick Learner. And then we have Bog. Welcome, Bog. How you been, Bog?
I've been doing all right. How about yourself?
Doing good. Doing better. But let's see. Our JMPF, how you been? Or welcome, JMPF. Hola, amigo. And oh well. He's been he's around. That's life, up and down. That's the fun roller coaster of it. Gargamel, I didn't ask you how you were. How are you, Gargamel?
I'm fine.
Fine. Good. He's ready to go. All right. Today we need to catch up also on Dande's challenge. Dande, one of our members here, he does a monthly art challenge. It's not a contest. You don't win anything, but at the end of the month, he likes to, and if we can, we review everybody's artwork challenge postings. So if you guys are interested in just doing challenges, just to better your craft and see what other people's skills are, you are welcome to join. You can post them on the Discord. You can send them to Dande here. They're pretty fun. So we are like 2 months behind on reviewing the submissions. And usually I like to have him here to get everything ready. So if he shows up, we'll review those artworks. Otherwise, we'll talk about Monster Planets, and that's it. Mainly, I wanted to update people on the side with the status of the channel and the strikes. Everything is all good now. Or it should be. Let's hope so. All right. Without further ado, let's start with our topic. I see Raincrawler, you're... Okay, I'm assuming those are good things. I'm going to start off... So go ahead and get ready, guys. Find monster planets. So basically planets that are a monster themselves. That should give you one really easy one to think of right off the bat. I'll mention that later in case somebody wants to talk about it. Or monster planets would be planets that are just ruled and taken over by various, fantastical creatures. If you know one from some kind of lore, throw it out here. If you don't, and you've imagined one, you might want to bring that up as well. Not hearing Gargamel?
I was gonna ask, what if it's the native planet, like the monsters, like they just come from that planet,
Yeah, that's fine. That would be all
like
right.
the Predator homeworld, for example.
Exactly. Yep, that's all right. So I'm gonna start with Louis' post, so you guys can get ready in case you're not, as he shared it with me through Facebook. So let me grab his post real quick. It already. Oh no. Code. Okay. Oh, yes. Grab that real quick. Okay, copy it. All right, here we go. Gargamel. Okay. Gargamel's going to be floating about as I read this. Enjoy, guys. you can. This will test the speed of your lag in your internet and my internet. So he wrote, for the Monstercast today, I bring in the Beast Planet from Shadow Raiders. It is a large artificial planet that has traveled the galaxy, consuming whole planets, using all their resources. It grows larger and more stronger with every planet it consumes. Its armor is so far impenetrable, and during a desperate attempt to destroy it, inhabitants of a victim planet made a planet rigged their homeworld to explode as it was being consumed. Ultimately, it was futile as it didn't even phase the beast planet. There is strange ships. Okay, bear with me, guys. Here, there are strange ships that appear in the fleets that emerge and serve the beast as its scouts. It is made clear that the Shadow Raider series that is an artificial intelligence controlling the beast planet. Okay, so there's some AI controlling the planet. Although seemingly unstoppable, the beast planet was defeated when it ran into a system where warring planets retrofitted with advanced tech, basically monster planets themselves, joined forces and eventually used a teleporting planet to send the beast planet out to the far reaches of space, forcing it to travel back, giving the war planets time to adapt and be ready for a second attack. So this is powerful. It's powerful that other planets have to deal with it. Okay, guys. First of all, question: Shadow Raiders. What's Shadow Raiders? Video game? Anybody aware here of Shadow Raiders? Not real quick. Ah, yes, it did give me an image. Thank you, Louis, by the way. This image. Oh. Post this. Oh, here we go. Here's the planet. That looks pretty awesome. Is that the planet? Let me know, Louis, what we're looking at here. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Hi, dude. No worries. Hi, how is everyone? Hey, Rita. Good to see ya. Arthur, I sent my own by DM and Discord. Gotcha. Rain, got you covered. TV animated series. Okay, so it's a TV animated series. It was a TV series based on the War Planet's toys. So what came out first, the toys or the TV series? The lifelong question, right? Hello, Rita. Cool. So let me know which one came out first. But if you guys are watching on YouTube, there's some more images here. Looks like it's a CGI based animated series, kind of like Beast Wars. Remember? Probably better known. But all right, go. Any fans of that? Anyone want to add to it? Any more of the mystery solved, Louis? Like it was mentioned that it may be controlled by an AI, but is that official? Do we know the story behind it? And in the series, was it still left out in the ether, kind of? What that is out in the far bounds of the universe? Is it still out, or has it returned? And how are the other planets in the series conscious? How does that work? How is that portrayed? To explore. A living planet would be an interesting thing to explore. Like looking at our own planet. People like to refer to as Mother Earth. Been given a feminine aspect through history, and that is to this day still how people approach it. And some people probably believe that even our planet as a whole is a consciousness, which isn't a far out crazy thought.
There's the Gaia hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
The Gaia hypothesis
as
that basically says the planet's a conscious entity.
Mm-hmm. As just like us, we are full of germs and bacteria, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of living on our body, yet we are conscious as a whole, but not quite well, we don't even know how symbiotically we really are conscious. That's kind of far depths of science, how much the bacteria affects our thinking and our brains and everything and the cellular structure, but it does affect us to a good degree. as we and the animals and everything that lives on this planet, but does it have a core consciousness, or does it kind of form a consciousness? Rather fascinating thought. And we'll see if these fantastical ones can lead us to maybe some more ideas. Because that's the fun thing with these monster casts, is digging deep to what we see as the fantasy aspect of something, but seeing how it could relate and have real scientific backing in our world. Let's see. Quick Learner said, I know we never see the planet the thing from the thing is from. Ah, yes. But I wonder what kind of place it is. A hodgepodge or assimilated beings, or are they a desert species? Maybe it doesn't even have a planet. Well, that's fascinating, because the thing, all in all, is a tiny microscopic structure. It's a bacteria, in a sense, right? That takes over and assimilates larger beings. So the thing could very well be from another planet that had a human-like species, and maybe like our virus now. Maybe this virus appeared there. Maybe it adapted, or it came from another planet and assimilated, took over that species. Obviously, we know that. Well, we don't know, because by the time we see the thing and it's uncovered in the ice, it's already a different structure. So we don't, and since the thing can manipulate a human's body so much to look so unhuman, just seeing the thing, what it looked like originally in the ice, we can't really tell if it was completely alien, if it was human. We assume it's an alien because it came on something, so some other species was assimilated by it, but not necessarily that species. Or maybe it was just developed like a cancer in that species. So maybe the home planet or the home place of the thing is that species itself, is developed as a sort of cancer to, as nature would, battle an overpopulation or whatever. If you look at things like that, and
I don't think it would be a very effective means of fighting overpopulation, because the thing would still reproduce, and in fact, it probably would reproduce even faster because it's asexual.
Mm-hmm. Right, it would.
And the interesting question is, could it be natural? Is it deliberately developed? I didn't see it, but Altiori, I think that's how you pronounce her name, her YouTube channel.
Altiori.
Altiori. She made a video on if that was a thing spaceship, or if it was another creature's spaceship.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. In the theory itself, she suggests that maybe the ship in which the thing arrives on Earth isn't the thing itself is not the pilot, as since it does adapt to be more like the things it assimilates. She speculated that maybe it was because in the newest movie for the thing, it looks like a very humanoid creature, and she theorized that maybe that is what the original pilot of the thing of the spaceship looked like, and then the thing assimilated it.
Yeah, that's what my thoughts were initially.
Since she does raise a good point in the beginning of the film, of the original film, you see how the spaceship just goes all winky wonky and then crashes. Someone who can pilot this thing shouldn't be such technology shouldn't be that bad at doing so.
Right.
So it's possible that the thing escaped its containment or something, and then took over the pilots. And when it was trying to pilot itself, it didn't fully know how to do so, and that's why it crashed.
Right. I think that would be the main.
That would make a bit of sense, especially if the thing if the creature that the thing attacked, that was the pilot, resisted, and then it would have made it take a little bit longer for him to
maybe
get
a little bit of a battle.
Sure.
Yeah, no, that's what I think happened. I think that's the most clear. I mean, again, we don't know what the species looked like originally and how unhuman they were, but as we know how that works.
What if the species that was on that ship, though, we don't know? What if it was that creature on the ship? Maybe it created the thing as a weapon, and it backfired, and it got out of containment.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, that's possible too.
It attacked its creator.
Or even, since I mentioned it could have been just like a cancerous growth that developed its own kind of being. as soon as they entered the Earth's orbit and our atmosphere here, maybe it had some chemical reaction onto the cancerous growth, that species had, and it stimulated it, and it developed the thing, it adapted and formed its own kind of bacteria. So, all in all, we kind of know that. I think we kind of know. I would say so that it's an unearthly, spaceship being controlled by some alien species, probably assimilated by something, a third party, which is the bacteria.
Yeah.
But again, there could be a lot of twist to it too. But that seems to be the
thing's also, really scary. It has a sort of Lovecraftian horror. If you ever do an episode on Lovecraftian creatures that were not created by Lovecraft, the thing I think would be on the top because it's kind of Lovecraftian in a way.
It sure is. Let me see what you guys said over here on YouTube. Louis said Rain said I love that series. Good. So another shout out to that. Louis said I think the toys came out first, but the show was planned due to its release. Yeah, they never made a second season. The planets are ruled by its people. Cool. By its people. Gotcha. Okay, so the toys came out first. That's always kind of fun when a toy line comes out and then a series. Yeah. I don't know if that happened. With Transformers originally, I think Transformers was first a series and then toys came out, and then Beast Wars might have been the opposite way around since that was a build off of Transformers. Wanted to mention Beast Wars again, I guess. Gaia Mother Earth, hello, says Kevin. How are you doing? The Gay Apocalypse. Do you have any loves on Nagas? We all love Nagas here, I think. What are your favorite mythical creatures?
Especially Pro. He just can't get enough of those snake waifus.
Right. Louis says the Beast Planet started out as a planet defense. I see. As a planet defense AI. Gotcha. And then it just kept developing. Nice. Interesting. That's another, possibility of our technology and knowledge and bigger control over the planet, takes place maybe 1,000 years from now or 2,000. I mean, just imagine how much in 100 years we've changed as a species compared to hundreds of years before of us living here. Rather quick and a lot. So imagine if we're already at this boost.
I don't think we've changed that much as a species. I think our culture has changed much faster than we've changed
how
as a species.
we've changed as society and culture and our technology. So imagine in another 1,000 years with this boost. You never know what kind of.
Yeah, societally, culturally, and technologically, we've developed very far, but in terms of biological evolution, Homo sapiens hasn't really changed much. If you were to take a Homo sapiens baby from like 50,000 years ago and bring it into modern day and just raise it, it would be basically the same result, just a normal functioning human.
Mm-hmm.
Same as if you were to take today's a baby from today onto back in the 50,000 years ago and would be raised then. Mentally, it wouldn't be particularly different. At best, it would probably be more resistant to illnesses, considering how we've used vaccines and stuff to upgrade ourselves on a biological level.
True. And that's probably what's going to take.
Actually, that would might make me be less resistant because it wouldn't have the vaccines in the past.
No, that's what I mean. So you take a baby's parents who have vaccinated themselves, and through them, it has inherited the resistance to the illnesses. So it goes back in time, and it's a more durable baby. And now that just sounds like as if you slam it against something hard, it will not break. People, please don't slam babies into hard objects. Thank you.
What's going to be
This has been Chris with
fascinating?
Of course, we're not going to do that.
With our,
but I don't see how that would make it more resistant to disease without the vaccine, because the vaccine, it only affects you if you take it.
What I'm trying to say is that modern day humans have a stronger immune system than ancient humans due to all of the medical augmentations we've been doing to ourselves.
And that's what I'm fascinated.
A newborn baby has no medical augmentations done to it.
I'm talking about inheritance, so there's a slight possibility that it's slightly more resistant.
Yeah,
of course,
no.
it depends on
Oh,
the
you mean like from the
individual.
from epigenetics? You mean from epigenetics?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I don't think it's gonna be that by that much.
That's going to be an interesting factor in the future, as ethics and laws are going to be very important in controlling this stuff. As rich people and technology and advanced chemistry on our planet will, it's heading to the direction where people are going to be modifying themselves and speeding up evolution, as you could say, and altering themselves. It's going to happen. The question is, how we'll be able to keep testing it. The U.S. is very restricted in its testing, but Russia's very open, and I believe that's double-edged. I believe that's very good, but also could be very negative. So in the end, you're going to have these rich people doing modifications that won't be legal or will be legal. See, I think that'll be a big question of future, just how much modification and speed up or changes will be legal to do if you have the right kind of money. I think that'll be a big topic in the future, and something that's covered in sci-fi movies here and there. Rather fascinating topic. All right, guys, let me catch up with the comments here real quick.
It already is covered in sci-fi movies and in video games.
Oh, it is, for sure. Hence, sci-fi and even fantasy are awesome topics because they help guide us. They help lead us. Some of these movies already show how these problems could happen. So when we reach them, we could say, well, this never happened, but like this movie showed, or something. People always refer to movies. They might not say it in Congress or out loud, but there's always some lessons in stories, and that's the point of a good story. Since the old age, the Beast Planet started out as okay. So Dragon Dinosaur, there is a fantastic The Thing fan fiction kind of thing narrated from The Thing's point of view. Yes, I have to check that out. So many things I need to check out. I think with the revamp of the channel and new community growth, I think I'm gonna have a lot of time to check this. I'm hoping so. I'm really excited. I haven't felt this excited about the channel.
Monstrous literature.
What's that, Jam?
Oh, and quick, Luna, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Arthur.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just going to
Monstrous
mention
literature.
that there is a sort of quote-unquote reverse horror game where you're playing as a monster that is somewhat similar to the thing called Carrion.
JMPF, as far as that, we'll see how monstrous literature goes.
You could take a look. You could take a look at that. Quick, if you're interested.
Oh, he
It's
said
on
check it
Steam.
out. Awesome. Yeah, guys, I haven't been this excited about the channel growth since I kind of started the channel, which is awesome because we've had a lot of highs, we've had a lot of lows, which were more recent from 2018. But with the revamp, I'm really excited. It's like starting the channel from the beginning. It is a restart, new beginning. All right. Brian says Digimon made all dinosaurs and the dragons. Okay, it's really damn good. Totally worth a listen. Cool. Thank you, Mr. RDF. We humans are monsters. Yes, we are. I like hinting at that in my works. Well, we invaded every territory on Earth. Depends how deep in the oceans you want to name territories to, but yeah. Get your meaning. Here, check this out. Again, fanfic kind of thing. POV. I checked out the original creature that was supposed to be the original thing. Resembles in Tau. Dead Space 3. Ooh. Dead Space. We'll see where this goes. I'll check out that thing. Sounds awesome. The chemicals of the water turn the frogs straight. Same here as Alex Jones. Same here. Sounds interesting.
I remember that, Alex.
Excellent. Okay, almost done. Okay, and let me see real quick.
Alex Jones. They are turning the frogs gay.
He's funny. I mean, yeah, there's different sides to Alex.
He's also a lunatic.
But just him and his emotional side and the deep voice. That's what gets memes so hard and too bad.
The Alex Jones persona you see on the Infowars, it's a character. In real life, the guy's far more reserved and quote-unquote normal.
I'd assume so, as I even put on the persona on my videos, obviously, I'd say. But I mean, I've seen him live at rallies. He still knows how to turn the switch when he needs to. So, but I'm sure he's not that crazy, or he'd be single. I think he's married. Who knows? Okay. I know the plan of the thing. Okay, I think that was replied to. Hodgepodge of us, or are they? Okay, we answered that, or we got into that. Griffin Phoenix said, I don't really have anything planet related, unfortunately. Yes, Dande's here. Dande, I hope you stay till the end. I want to chat with you. And Dande, if you can get the artworks ready, I'd love to go through them. I know that's a lot of stuff because it's 2 months worth of challenges, but if you can get them ready, we'll present them at the end. So hopefully you heard that, Dande. I don't really have anything. She said there is a unicorn from Transformers, and he was talked about before in another MC by somebody who knew more info about him. I'll just listen in with this one. What you talking about unicorns and Transformers, Phoenix? How is that relevant? Or I missed something. I was just wondering how is that relevant?
No, it's Unicron. I think maybe I missed it.
Yes, no, you're right. I read that wrong.
Yeah.
Unicron, yes. And you're right, we have mentioned Unicron quite a bit in the past. We'll see if it gets mentioned again.
Yeah.
But yeah, good shout out on that.
Mhm.
Okay, let's move along then. Unicron, not unicorn. Yes, thank you. That was me. That was my fault. I was used to sing unicorn because they talked about the unicorn in the meme section here with the 2 horns and 1 eye, and maybe that was on my mind. That's how effective that was. Same here. Okay, so let me catch up here again. It's excellent for what it is. Put in the background while you're working. Yeah, I think that would be a good one for that. Damn, this is awesome. I didn't even check how many people we got on the stream. Let me see. It's some record here. Gotta check this out. Hurry. Holy moly! We got 13 viewers? We've never had 13 viewers on YouTube. We've had 13 total. What happened here? So maybe
Magic.
the less Monstercasts we do, the more viewers we get when we get back up. No, that's awesome. Since we haven't been doing these, people just showed up. Now it's more of a rare spectacle. Okay. Let me know if you got that, Dande, because I know sometimes you might be away from the computer. But
yeah, I have it.
Cool,
There was only a few.
Awesome. That'll be easy. And I did want to talk to you after if you have time. I didn't want to lose you this time because I already lost you twice because I forgot to talk to you. Okay, let's move onward. We have something from Marine, but let's call out someone here in Voice Cavern. Let's see. Gargamel, did you have anything you wanted to share today? Tell me, people.
Interestingly enough, I can't remember the name of any particular monster planet.
Okay. As far as on our channel, I did want to shout one out. I know Dog Donza was here earlier. He's got a new name now. What was it? Monstrous Gaming, something like that. He's doing gaming videos now. He used to host a couple, or he has hosted more than a couple videos on our channel. Cool guy. But what? Oh yes, and he did one video about a theory on the Xenomorph home planet. So if you search on our channel, Xenomorph home planet theory or whatever, just home planet, you'll find his video, and he actually posted a theory himself. So as far as monster planets being related, we have a little bit of something there, a little bit of candy. A Snickers bar. Okay, is a bad place to visit or live. Full of monsters. Well, yeah, full of living, very aggressive creatures, more aggressive than on our Earth. On our Earth, creatures are, you could say, generally pretty passive, but I wouldn't say that because if you're a new person on this planet, you're going to get hit by a lot of viruses. Luckily, when I was younger, I'm sure some of you guys can relate. I was sick a lot when, for example, when I went to Poland my first time. I got hit pretty hard, I remember, but after that, I haven't been getting sick much. So it's kind of nice to get that out at a younger time in your life, or you know, at some specific time. But yeah, okay, let's move along now. Discord doesn't work on Samsung. Really? What's up with that? How do I get on Discord? We have links. There should be a link under a video if you look. Should be the Monsterhood or community or something. Also on our main YouTube page, our homepage, there is a link there. I'm gonna keep the Discord open, guys. I'm gonna do some changes with Patreon, but this is gonna be as it is, I believe. So just a heads up on that. And how didn't I realize there is a Discord? Because it's not mentioned much. I've been a subscriber since Arthur had like 300 people. You rock. I that's so amazing for me to. Sorry, guys, I don't want to go over these things, but I really love that crazy commitment. Mind-boggling for me. But I didn't mention that. I don't mention the Discord much, guys, because I like a steady, slow flow. We have a nice community here, and I like it how it runs and how balanced it is. And if there's a bad apple here and there, it's dealt with smoothly. Whereas if we have 20 people coming in every day, or even 5 people every day, it starts to lose its charm. And I do love how our Discord developed. I'm very proud of it, and I know many of us here are as well. We made some good friends here. You never asked. Right. I've seen 100% Werewolf 2020. Yeah, maybe you were the one that said I was watching it right now. In one of the comments under the video, I saw that comment. Told you guys, I read all comments. I mean, 300 subscribers. Yeah, again, that's amazing. That's back when I was in Vietnam. I like werewolves. Well, Asian elephants are friendly. Shout out. Damn, we are active. This is awesome. Maybe this is why. Yeah, okay. A good monster planet would be Earth. The End Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Awesome movie. Guys, if you want to see quality classic horror, you're tired of these jump scares, I mean, modern one of the modern age, and you haven't seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers, check it out. That's an inspiration to a lot of movies that came out later. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. You gotta see it. If you're a horror fan, I'm sure you've seen reference to it, if you're in that area. Plus, it has, what's his name? Gloom, the guy from Jurassic Park, you know, the one guy. People like to meme on and stuff. Michael Goldberg? I forgot his first name. I know somebody knows here. I know Chris would get it.
Oh,
Jeff
could you repeat
Goldblum, not Goldberg. I knew it's Gold.
Yeah, what about Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah, he's an Invasion of the Body Snatchers, believe it or not, guys. So you have to see it. I don't recommend.
I only know him from the Jurassic Park movies, The Fly, and Thor Ragnarok.
Look at that, guys. What a cool list of movies to be in. The Fly, Jurassic Park, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That's pretty cool. I think that gives him even some more kudos on top of his...
Now let's combine all 3 films together and give him his next movie.
I think he was in...
ultimate...
I think he was in Independence Day too, wasn't he?
In both of them.
He was, indeed. Yeah, that's pretty cool that he's been into that. Maybe I'm wondering if it's him directing where he's... Because, of course, he has power, but then he has agents that put him in movies. So, of course, they're going to like his character in weird sci-fi and strange movies. But I wonder how he is himself into that. Because I've seen, interviews with him, but I haven't seen something like that where he's really into that kind of thing, or he just goes with the flow wherever kind of they take him. Either way, he's a great character. Freaking crazy. Imagine being the last humans. Yeah, no, that's a cool movie. If you guys remember a movie with, I think the South African actress, and that one guy that played James Bond, one of the newer James Bonds, it's also an invasion movie. It was very influenced by Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but it's a newer one where this bacteria came in, or this thing from outer space, and it started assimilated people. So people, yeah, Nicole Kidman, and the people look normal. That's a very Invasion of the Body Snatchers influence. Except I think Body Snatchers might even better of a movie. Okay, Great Psycho and Death Wish. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. This is fun, guys. This is fun, especially since I don't know if how I'll be doing Monstercast in the future, or if and how, but it's awesome that kind of the last of this kind that I was planning. It's so populated and everybody's here. I'm really grateful for you guys. We got 2, 4, 6, 8 people on Discord, and then we got another 30. Guys, we hit a limit to, a record today. We got 14 people on YouTube and another, 11 here or so? Look at that. We just hit over 20. And I think our record was maybe 14 or something. So huzzah to everybody. Huzzah. Good times, good times. And OCD's trying to make it here. Fight her in. Probably after work or something. Huzzah! Nice Sunday. I didn't know there was. Oh, she is in there. Oh, I didn't. Oh, you've been there. I just kind of skimmed over it. That long new name change. Actually, it's not you. I haven't seen that Huzzah gif. So yeah, good to have you here, OCD. Cool. Yeah, huzzah to everybody. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We have so many things coming in. That's why, again, we did Monstercast the way we did them, because we had a smooth stream of people. Once they get busy like this, or we get more people, see how easy I get distracted. These could last forever. Hence, we'll figure out how these will be done and if and what in the near future here. Okay. 98.7 thousandth. Congratulations. Thank you. Download Skin Seed and give it a try. That sounds dirty. I like it. Skin Seed. Let's see. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next presenter. We had Gargamel shout something out. Let's go to Chris. Chris, what do you have for us? I know you have something. It's probably Warhammer.
Well, yes, I'm going to do the resident Warhammer, as is appropriate for returning after such a long time. And I have a particular treat for you that does not involve chaos in the slightest.
Ooh.
So, outside of the warp, which is the immaterial plane that is literally hell, basically, in the galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, there is one place that is unanimously considered as the most hostile environment in the entire galaxy. Specifically, that would be the planet of Catachan. Now, this is. You were speaking about the theory about how the Earth itself is a conscious organism that was trying to deal with us, its bacteria. That is a concept that very easily and very aptly can apply to this particular planet. Everything on it, from the plant life, the soil, the water, and the fauna, is geared to the absolute brink, pushed to dialed up to 11, and is out there to kill anything and everything. The only reason there's a human settlement there, actually very few, is because on a very regular basis they bombard the jungle with heavy ordnance in order to prevent it from getting close to them, since the plants regrow immensely quickly and are both toxic and semi-set alive, trying to coil around to crush and rip apart the humans that they catch. Through the use of heavy ordnance, a no-go kill zone is created of bare rock, and that's the only way humanity survives on this planet. With most of their supplements and everything else coming from off-world. Now, and of course, the soldier regiments. Well, we are still humanity. This particular a quote from a commissar of the Imperial Army that I particularly like, where he is addressing his troops that are about to go combat an alien species that is apparently very spiritual, in tune with their planet, and overall physically superior to humanity. Today, you'll fight an enemy that has trained longer than you have been alive. A species that is physically more sturdier, stronger, and faster than you. And by the end of today, they will all die. Because while they bathe their filthy hides in the sun, communing with their planet, becoming one of it, and not having a glimpse of pollution on it, humanity has struggled to survive both in fiery deserts, icy tundras, and everything in between. While they had food literally fall into their lap, we have killed our very own brothers for the scraps of bread needed to survive day to day. By the end of today, they will die, because no matter how superior they may be, humanity has survived thus far, and despite the best efforts of God, nature, and our fellow man, we still strive on. And this particular planet is a perfect epitome of that. You could say that it's very possible that it is a conscious being, the planet itself. And it's literally the deadliest place in the entire galaxy, throwing everything it has at us, but humanity still survives and, dare I say, thrives on it. As the Catachan jungle fighters, the military regiment that is homegrown, raised, and trained on this planet, are by far the physically fittest and most imposing humans that are born without any augmentations in the galaxy. So not only do we make it there, but we've improved.
Nice.
That, however, does not make it any less scary, though, as it literally has frogs that, upon exploding, can kill everything in a kilometer wide radius around them due to
Nice.
how toxic their poison is.
How big are they?
Well, there's two types. Those are the barking toads. You have the lesser barking toad, which can only when it because once it's threatened, it explodes and unleashes set poison that kills everything, including the infamous Space Marines of Warhammer 40k, within like 10 meters of itself. Then you have, and they're like your typical frog that can fit in the palm of your hand.
Okay.
And you also have the greater barking toads that are about the size of your head, and
Okay.
when exploding, their toxins kill everything in a kilometer radius.
Love it. That little bit of detail, I'm adding my emoji right here that expresses my feelings on that.
So Chris, why didn't the Imperium just annihilate all life on this planet, and then start over and pointing like life from like Earth that would be less hostile instead? Why they do it that way?
First, why bother? The thing that people don't get about the it's a gargantuan thing, spanning the entire galaxy practically. The cogwheels of its bureaucracy are so slow. When a brand new alien empire started making advances against the Imperium, and they hunkered down expecting a response, nothing happened for over 100 years, and they thought that humanity had given up. They accepted that they had claimed those planets lawfully, and then after 100 years, when all the paperwork was finally done, you have a crusade going against those aliens that made them shit their pants. That's the first
You mean
reason.
the
It's
Tau?
slow. And yes, the Tau precisely. It's slow and pointless. Second of all, being the planet itself is not very resource rich. There's one particular special type of metal mined from there, but its main export is people, namely the Catachan jungle fighters. These are soldiers that are bred so well and are so excellent that losing them would be something that the Imperium could not afford to. Not
Oh,
only because they're
so they think that they let this life live there because they see it as having like a purpose of like toughening these guys up, basically.
essentially that's the life on Catachan is what makes the Catachanians tough in themselves. And not that they're like invulnerable, they're not better than Space Marines, but in comparison to, they are still normal humans that are exceptionally good and amazing, so that gives all of the other fighting forces of the Imperium something to look up to that is achievable, and not just the power armored super soldiers. So if you
Nice.
see these guys that are just hard ass motherfuckers, you're like, I can be like them without having to have my body ripped open and filled with all manner of nonsense. And then the last part is, whilst the Imperium is very good at removing life from planets, it's not particularly specialized in bringing it back. Any planet that the Imperium kills remains dead. No life can be supported on it at all, as they don't really have any means of terraforming planets back to being livable. So when a
I
planet
thought
is killed, that's
Course.
permanently lost.
That's
Wait,
humanity.
I thought that some of the Tau planets were ones that the Imperium had originally annihilated life on, but then life had came back to those planets before the Tau had colonized them, from what I understand. Is that not the
Oh
case?
no, oh no, that would not be. What you're likely mistaken for is the Maiden. With the Eldar space elves being very technologically advanced, they have very spectacular terraforming technology that just takes a long while to get the world set up. So they're very protective of said maiden worlds, but the Imperium, perhaps in the past, during the time of the Emperor, it may have had the ability, but in the 10,000 years since the Horus Heresy, it has degraded a lot in the fields of many fields, including science, and any terraforming ability that they may have had has been basically lost to humanity. So at this point in time in the lore, if they kill a planet, that planet is permanently dead unless some other entity with better technology or better powers in terms of like chaos has plans for said world, that planet stays dead.
Oh, so the Tau basically they went in, they terraformed the planets.
No, no, they did not. There was planets that just
Chris?
Oh,
You
I
seem to
cut
have
out. So
okay. Thought they
let's
got
see.
him.
There were planets where the humans populated, but because they were on the very far edge of the Imperium's border, the Tau first started trading with them, slowly integrating themselves into said human society, as that is how they tend to win planets, by first being very political, very diplomatic, slowly inserting themselves into society, providing cool toys and technology that is beneficial, until slowly they move in and outpopulation the local population. And because they are very good neighbors that provide work, employment, and good stuff, essentially, they have the governance of the planet essentially protect them, and slowly they eventually annex planets. And that's when the eugenics begin, where those of the population who agree with their mentality and are okay with serving them, they get to breed and leave and live in the best places. Those who do not live in ghettos, squalors, and at the brink of starvation, with their only means of actually ascending being accepting the Tau dogma and joining in with the greater good band.
Alrighty.
But I thought that there were some planets that were originally annihilated by the Imperium that the Tau did end up, colonizing, and they was alive.
Well, it's likely that there wasn't exterminatus placed upon
Maybe.
them, but rather a population call done more manually.
It is
Oh,
If you get
possible.
it's
my
like
meaning.
a minor version of exterminatus.
No, basically, you get either the um, army hands of the Inquisition, of the Ecclesiarchy, or a Space Marine chapter and just tell, or you drop an Eversor assassin and tell kill everything. Manually, as they
So,
say.
guys,
Oh,
I see in the chat some people are interested in the Warhammer more and more. If you ever hit up Chris, if you have questions about the lore or such, he's the person to hit up. So right here, Chris Chu, he has his own channel. What's your channel, Chris?
Well, my channel is Chris Chu's Shed. I have not uploaded it. Working on something, although I'm still not up to snuff. As soon as it is completed, I shall be making announcements here on the podcast.
Right on. But yeah, you guys can always probably reach him there through comments and under videos.
okay, I'm looking forward to that.
So there you go. Maybe Chris. And by the way, welcome. I saw a pink sheep in MC. Who is that? Who is that? I'm guessing that's somebody we know since they mentioned MC. But in MC, oh, in Minecraft. I'm assuming you're a new person. Welcome, welcome. Nurgling's here. Good evening, Monsterites. Hey guys. Nurgling, is that my man Nurgling from the Nurgling channel? Shout out to him. You guys got to go check out. If you're fans of Nurgling, go check out Nurgling. And Dicey guys here. What the hell? How are these people? Okay, I have a big question for you guys because we've never had this many people show up. But I have a theory. If you guys, so listen up, everybody on YouTube. I know you're talking about some role playing stuff. If I can have a brief moment here with you. Please let me know how you found out about today's Monstercast and why you showed up here if it's your first time, because we've never had this number and nothing has changed to my knowledge except one thing, that I am running the stream using YouTube's new stream thing. I usually use the classic thing because I like the setup. Now they closed it down and I have to use the new one. So I'm assuming with the new one, YouTube sends notifications to more of the subscribers if there's a live stream. That's the only way I could justify why we have so many more viewers today, because we haven't even been doing the MCs, so that's why I'm even more surprised. So let me know how you went about finding out that there's a Monstercast, this live stream today. Please let me know. Because I'm wondering if maybe I mentioned something in a video. Why the jump today? Chris has a lot of knowledge. Yep. Good evening, monstrous.
My 40k knowledge particularly is expansive. If you want a great lore channel with delicious, meaty videos, I highly recommend Arch. You check out Arch. He is excellent. Do not believe the bullshit that people tell about him. They are wrong. He's just an edgelord. Nothing more, nothing less.
There you go.
Guys,
Oh,
I'm really
shut up.
sorry. I'm gonna replug my. Hold on for a moment. My phone is in low power mode. I'm gonna plug in somewhere else so I can get back onto the stream.
Cool. Thanks for the heads up. And Dicey guy, you're my buddy, right? I think you're from Sweden. Dice miniatures guy. That's you, right? Because I know you subscribe. So shout out to him too. If you guys enjoy Warhammer miniatures,
Guys,
guy.
I think I'm gonna have to leave. My phone's really low on power. I'm gonna have to get plugged in. Some recharging.
Bad.
Apparently, my recharger wasn't working.
All right, Garg. Well,
Okay, I'll see you guys later.
It was awesome having you, buddy. Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, man. So check out Nurgling, check out Dicey Guy. Awesome to have you guys here. You guys rock. They've been subscribed to me for years. I've been subscribed to them for years. Just buddies on YouTube. Arthur, can Chris read explanation on Justice League Next Gen? Maybe later. Hazan Nurgling, it's a very good story. Yeah, we got a lot of things, guys, to cover today. Gargamel told me about your channel. Ah, yes, Quick Learner, yes. Just Random. So, Just Random, okay. How are you, bro? I'm good, man. I'm liking your the best thing about Hero Quest, your take on the different things. Obviously, people are liking that, so keep at it, man. You know how YouTube works. You gotta experiment, you gotta try new things, but all in all, you gotta do what you love, and it's good seeing you doing new stuff. Alex, this is awesome. I'm getting more viewers than on a live stream I do on the main channel because YouTube just wouldn't send out notifications. This is awesome. Damn, I'm ready for this WOM 2.0. Let's see what else. I just saw live stream on my feed. Okay, so you guys, looks like everybody got notifications, because why weeks ago I think you all were subscribed, but you never got a notification, right? I'm assuming, or unless today's just a weird day. But I'm assuming you guys didn't get notifications. So let me know what you guys think. I'm assuming that's it. Maybe the YouTube thing is better with the new one, the new streaming. That's why I was wondering why these smaller channels get so many people on their live streams, and with our main channel, I wouldn't. I think it's because people were using the new live stream module, and I wasn't. Who knows? I did subscribe to you, Gunshi. Cool. Matai. Wow, another person I've never seen. This is so cool. Just saw a live stream on my feed. Okay, so you guys got notifications. That's good. YouTube's doing something right every blue moon. Sweden, that's close. Norway. Okay, you're from Norway. No, that's Gunshi. I was talking to Dicey. Same. Oh, okay, so yeah, Dice Miniature, paint guy. See, I remember you by the old name. That's a true old fan. Good guys, these people. I always check whoever's streaming on YouTube. It's a good chance to interact with the favorite YouTubers, for sure, man. Yeah, check out Nurgling, guys. Like his Nurgle stuff. He does lore videos, Warhammer lore videos too. So if you are into Warhammer lore and you want to get more into it, check out Nurgling. Plus, his voice beats mine. I'll be honest here. He's got a better voice than me. But I guess that's objective, right? Check out the story. That's 14 viewers. I did. Nurgling, good to hear, dude. Yeah, with almost 200 subscribers on this channel, having 14 viewers is a good, pretty good ratio for a live stream. Pretty decent. I'm South Africa. We got a South African here. Hell yeah! I was born in South Africa, and we got a couple awesome members here that are South African Pro, which is our most active member, South African. So good to have a South African, unless you are pro playing the name-changing game, but I don't think you are. Saturday is a good day to stream, I find. I think if I do a Patreon streaming or something, if I kind of convert these in a way, I think I'll take over the spot on Saturdays, because I agree it is a good time. But we'll see how that all. Thanks to us, I guess. And Nurgling does great videos indeed. Cool, thanks Louis for that extra support. I got notified by YouTube. Thank you guys for letting me know how you found out. Thanks, OCD. Okay, so that was Chris and that lively planet. Chris, that planet made me think of the... Of course, it made me think of the Tyrannid planet, but I don't know much about it. You don't need to get too deep, but I'm curious what the hell would happen if Tyrannids came and assimilated a planet like this, or maybe you already have.
Oh, see, a funny thing, you should mention that. See, the Tyranids themselves don't exactly have a planet. Their origins are technically still not revealed, but there is a particular creature that resides upon the surface of Catachan that you can also Google if you'd like. The Catachan Devil. This particular beastie is one of the foremost apex predators on the planet of Catachan that can grow up to around 10 meters in length, sometimes even more. So it's a huge beastie. And it is actually descended from, when tests were done on it, its genetics showed that it was descended from Tyrannid stock. So
wait, could you repeat that?
Yes, tests on its genetics show that it is closely related to the Tyranids.
Oh.
So just like the Fenrisian Krakens, at some point, Tyranids have passed through the Milky Way, dropped some creatures off on random planets, and because the hive fleets fled away and never came back, or they just sent out spores that eventually made it into the Milky Way rather than the hive fleets themselves coming by, and set spores upon landing on worlds without having any connection to the Tyranid hive mind, went feral and evolved like normal animals.
Okay.
And this is one of the prime examples for it, as it is an exceptionally deadly creature capable of ripping through tanks. That image did not send properly. So yes, this planet has technically a bit of Tyrannid in it, which might be an explanation as to why it is so alive seeming and so dangerous.
Awesome. So Chris, would the theory be feasible that maybe these planets are the, far back in time true origin of the Tyrannids?
It might be, it's not particularly likely. Theory so existence is that they were created artificially by either the enigmatic old ones, the oldest living civilization in the galaxy, which created many other races.
Okay, that has never happened like that.
Discord acting walking.
What the hell? I got kicked out again?
Yeah, everybody got kicked out. That is crazy. That has never happened. We got overkill today with you guys. And where's my Discord?
As I was mentioning, the currently most likely origin of the Tyranids is that they were artificially made by the old ones. Basically, the oldest living civilization in the 40k universe, as they had a bit of a fetish for creating new races in life, as they did eventually make the Orcs and the Eldar to fight the Necrons, Z's favorite boys. And they made the Tyranids to essentially strip planets out from life, so that the Necrons and their gods, the Catan, could not feed on them. Though apparently there's also a theory that the Silent King, the ruler of the Necrons, might have made them while he was outside of the Milky Way galaxy, but it's very convoluted, and I personally subscribe to them just being made by the old ones. Of course, there
Hmm.
is also the uh, more heretical viewpoint of someone like myself, since I love Warhammer, but my most favorite science fiction universe has got to be StarCraft. I know it's a ripoff of Warhammer. I don't care. I love it, particularly the Protoss. And from said love, I am personally theorizing that the Tyranids are in fact the Zerg, but evolved into the far, far future.
Nice. Nice crossover. That'd be a great video to do. You should do something like that, Chris. A little bit of your lore. I'm sure you get a lot of viewers for it.
I'm sure I'll get a lot of screaming, angry people in the comments with
That
that.
too. But, you know, as long as you present something analytically in an unbiased way, um, it justifies yourself enough. So you don't have to feel bad, even if people do comment negatively. And they're more likely to comment negatively less. If you presented it arrogantly or in a silly, unresearched way, then, well, it might be just that they troll you. But if you present stuff, you know, don't be afraid, guys. Just do it in an intelligent way. If you approach things intelligently, it's always a safeguard against many things. And honestly, that's a lesson for life. Cool. So thanks, Chris. We'll probably get in more on that in the future. But let's move on. Thank you again, Dicey Guy. Is that actually? I wasn't sure, Dicey, because I don't think I can accept payments on the chat. So I don't know what that is, if that's an emoji, but when I clicked on it, that's when our Discord dropped and kicked everybody out. So I blamed you, Dicey. But I don't know if that is a tip, then a huge thank you, but yeah, that's what I think it is, because that's the only time I've seen something like that on Discord. I mean, not on Discord, on the live chat, right, guys? So yeah, thanks again. And now even Nurgling's image appeared. I didn't see that earlier. Yeah, something's been funky on the weird on both Discord and YouTube. This is crazy. This is what happens when too many of us show up and Chris starts talking about deep knowledge that shouldn't be revealed from the Warhammer universe. That's what happens. Everything shuts down, but once it's relinked, I guess we got the Imperium supporting us, which is odd. They're usually against us.
It's a good monster cast.
Today they're supporting us. Cool. So that was a tip. Yeah, thanks again, Dicey. The bigger the tip, the more we'll get kicked out of Discord. Awesome. Thank you, sir. That's our first for the Monstercast. That's all for you guys. Let's move on. Raincrawler left me something. So let's see what he talked about. He actually talked about what Griffo mentioned, which is not unicorns or bicorns. I know what you guys are up to over there on this Discord, but Unicron. So if anybody wants to read that, I'll grab the images real quick.
All right. Let's see. Unicron, a giant transforming metal planet in the movie 1986. His main goal was to destroy Cybertron. Oh wait, the thing moved.
Yes, I'm gonna be doing that. Sorry.
The planet of the Decepticons and Autobots to eliminate the matrix of the leadership, his only weakness. He has the ability to create, was it herons? From the remains of their original bodies. In one of his new origins, it is said that there is only one Unicron that travels through dimensions, destroying each plane of existence. All right.
Everybody got that?
In the comics, Unicron's brother is Cybertron, whose name was Primus, who created Transformers to defend him against Unicron. And that the mark of Unicron led to the Decepticons' creation.
I think I remember that very briefly, just from having seen the the movie twice with my uncle because he's a very big Transformers fan.
Always multitasking here, so it's hard to catch everything. But okay, looks like Raincrawler got on the theme of kind of metallic or artificial. Well, so these planets in Transformers, they're not really artificial then. AI, right? They are kind of, they have a entity of their own.
It kind of seems like
they have their own individual sparks and stuff. I guess it's supposed to be like another word for soul.
Okay. So it's a very specific word in their literature and their kind of jargon. Cool. So I like it because he mentioned the Unicron and as well as Beast Planet, which Louis mentioned earlier. But now I got pulled up another image of that, which was the kind of AI controlled planet. So he also, Raincrawler added, at the beginning of the series, he consumed the tech in the fire planets. That's why the other planets had to make an alliance. So we did mention that earlier. His shape is perfectly spherical, except from his front. He can create, kind of reminds me of the Borg. He can create drones, his infantry, and sentient beings as commander. Lamprey, the planet is giant claw. Uses a giant claw to grip his enemy orbit and not clear of the... I'd love to see a crossover with Star Wars and something like this. Even though I haven't really been in the Star Wars much, but it just seems that... Or even Star Trek. Just imagining a giant claw kind of coming out and grabbing something from a planet just seems right for Star Wars. Prove me wrong. He's an imprisoned god. Okay, so this is the being, or the AI beings. We're gonna have to later. Very cool. Ooh, a toy collection of it. What did you post here, Donde?
I remember there being toys of these, and they came with like a bunch of characters and gimmicks in it. And then this big planet, the Beast one, is supposed to be able to grab the other planets.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
and pull them in.
That's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome because it's very unique. And again, Louis mentioned the toys and everything, but we don't see toys like this often. And toys could be very boring in this theme, but these just look pretty awesome. Got little spaceships or something. That looks really cool. Awesome space battle stuff. Let me see here. Guys, chillin'. Wargamers are currently streaming too. I see Wargamers streaming right now. Yeah, everybody's streaming now. AJ Pickett, if you guys know him, the big D&D channel. We've been friends for a long time. He dropped by a couple Monstercasts before, but he also streams during these times. So yeah, maybe that's more reason that I shouldn't maybe stream on Saturdays. Maybe I should choose Sunday or something, or midday in the week, sometime when others aren't streaming, to collide with them. Let me know if you guys think there's a better day. 20-legged. Okay, I've never been behind on YouTube comments because they've never gone this quick during these things. So that's
we are becoming popular.
Well, the voice of the Monsterhood is doing all right. Well, you know what just happened? YouTube did their job. YouTube did the right thing with notifications for once during this little channel's short lifespan. The first time they actually notified a bigger portion. Okay, that's... Yep, a lot of lores there. The last picture looks a bit of a rip-off of Battle Planet Zoma. Rita Miller, gotta go, guys. See ya, Rita. I'm probably late saying goodbye, but awesome to have you here. I love seeing you guys here in the chat live, and then remembering you from commenting under videos. You know, that's for more kinship. And then, of course, Discord, that's where we've got a symbiotic relationship at that point. We depend on each other for survival.
Heck yeah.
Gotta go, guys. Small humans in my... Wait. I've got these strange small humans in my town that keep calling me mom and demanding attention. Nice. Awesome. Another super parent in our group, in our midst. Give them
Remember to water them regularly.
right. Give them pudding. Mister says they will go silent. Yes, and a good stream of YouTube. All right, Rita, take care. What about Brethren? Okay. I'm gonna see if anybody mentions that, Rain. So I'm not giving it any attention yet, because if nobody does, then I plan on, because I love it. Although we've talked about it. So we had Chris. How about Super? Wait, Griffo. Griffo didn't have it. If you have anything, Griffo, you can jump in anytime, of course. But I'll move on to Super OCD then. Super OCD, did you have anything you wanted to share as far as Monster Planet? Something you remember? Moment of silence for Super OCD. One of our beams that we do here. For all you newer people. Alas, I did not plan. Okay. And JMPF, I know you got something for us. And thank you, Raincrawler. Louie and Raincrawler never cease to satisfy. All right, he says, Groth is one of the dwellers of the court of Azathoth. There it remains, moving around Azathoth as it were his satellite. Let me ask you guys first, what are we talking about here? Oh, this is Lovecraftian, I believe.
Lovecraft.
Correct? Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. You never cease to please as well. Okay. Continuing. Apparently, he leaves the court when he must take the destruction to some star. For this, Groth emits a mysterious melody that, although it is imperceptible to many living things, has devastating effects on the astral bodies that perceive it. Nice. It is the so-called music of the spheres, capable of causing countless... Maybe it's 5G. Yeah. Kidding. Okay. Capable of causing countless natural disasters that culminate in the liberation of the old ones who have been confined to the affected planet. Later, it is these who finish devastating the planet, and Groth can withdraw again to the court, giving his mission as accomplished. Okay, let me search this out. So we're talking about Groth here. Let me see if there's a cool image. I'm sure we've mentioned him, as Lovecraft is another thing. That's a very cool image. So guys, with here's an image. With the channel, as you know, I do want to present and get into more monster stuff, not just werewolves. A couple lores I do want to dig deeper into. I think Warhammer is just going to happen here and there, but there's so many, channels covering that. But a couple things I do plan on really getting into is more Lovecraftian stuff. Read all the books, the stories. I think that's an awesome universe. I just really enjoy the theme of Lovecraft, the eeriness by the beach. I love sunny beaches, but maybe because of Lovecraft and the movie Dagon, started loving the idea of just dreary, beach life by the harbor. I love that theme in Lovecraft, and I love all of the creations. So that's one thing you can hope to see more on the channel. Maybe we'll even have a year. Well, it's not going to be overdone like the werewolf stuff, but maybe a year of Lovecraft or something. And another one I want to get into is good old Arthur, what's his name? The other Arthur. You guys know Arthur C. Clarke. Is that right? Am I talking about the right writer? The writer, the creator of Conan. Is that Arthur C. Clarke? No, Howard. I got everything jumbled in my head.
Robert E. Howard.
Robert E. Howard. Thank you, JMPF. You get a watermelon for that. I'm gonna have to explain the watermelons to our new community later too. Robert E. Howard. I want to get into Conan lore and explore that. I think that's an awesome lore as well. A lot of writings, a lot of newer stuff too, but Lovecraft and Conan, there's a lot of, they're old novels, and that just makes it all the tastier when you have a working off an old lore like that inspired so many of the new. So look forward to seeing more of that. Of course, we'll see what the community wants as well, but that will be coming out. All right, guys, let's move along. So thank you, JMPF. anything? Anybody else want to comment on Groth and from Lovecraft?
See, past Cthulhu, I'm not that interested in. Possibly Dagon. I'm not interested in the other Cthulhu mythos deities. They just, at least from their descriptions and the art I've seen, they just look dumb. They're not impressing me.
Gotcha. Maybe they're too hentai. Let's see.
You can never be too off-brand. They're just with the whole attempting to be impossibly unimaginable, scary space monster. They just look plain and uninspiring, to be honest. Now, see, a giant buff green skull with pool balls for eyes. Let's see that. Cosmic horror of class.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Indeed. Simple yet satisfying. Let me see. What did I here? I thought you will be more versed than me. No, you're kind of the more Lovecraftian person here among us, JM. People be talking about Junji Ito without me. Pro? Gotta get on the Pro. Actually, Pro's probably on YouTube. Who knows? But, what I did want to mention, also, if you guys want to see, because Lovecraft's writing involves a lot of short stories and poems, which you may not know about, you may just think it's a bunch of novels. The channel Blue Worm, which I have shouted out on my channel right now, you'll see the link to their channel, the only featured channel I have right now on our homepage. I do collaborations with him. Awesome guy. He's my #1. You guys, okay, especially if you're a little older here, let's say 27 and above, or 26, you're probably a big fan of stop motion and, Harry Hawson's old stop motion works, those awesome old movies, Sinbad and all that, Well, my favorite stop motion, I haven't been looking lately, but pretty much the only awesome stop motion channel is Blue Worm, lone animator. I love the guy. I love his work. He has some very creative, awesome works, little monsters that he's created for stop motion too. In a book that he mentioned that I've never seen in videos. Really cool, little twisted stuff. Very creative. I really enjoy his work. I love working with him. He has something in the works for us, for my channel that he created that you guys will see once the revamp starts. He's an awesome guy. So I tell you, go check out Blue Worm on YouTube. BLUWORM. If you, especially for Lovecraft stuff, because he takes the short stories, more the poems, and makes a whole video of it with having real actors in it. A little, better level of editing than me, but that special effects level, that's kind of fun. It's not Hollywood level, obviously, with stop motion. It's just really fun to watch, especially with that level of editing. It gives it a certain character. You'll see what I mean. So go check out Blue Worm. Very, very cool channel. Fanfic. I don't like when they add the archetypal gods in the Lovecraft lore, in my opinion. It doesn't fit. That's probably why they're so much less popular. We have King Crow. Griffo, there's a crow about. Either make friends or feed. King Crow said, caca, ahoy these folks. Ahoy there, folks. Wow, so we have a squawker and a cacar. I don't think I'd ever say those words together in one sentence in my life. Louis Zenadog says, remember when a bunch of Cthulhu statues appeared around the world and people just brushed it off? Forgot about it? No, I don't, but that's awesome. I'll have to make a video on that. That sounds like one of those fun little videos. So welcome, King Crow. Hopefully, feathers won't get ruffled about. No, you've seen The Order on Netflix. The Order, a little bit. I've watched The Order. Way more enjoyable than I thought it would be. Well, that's awesome to hear. Got a lot of stuff going on. I do try to keep these things moving, and people always get involved. So that's, I think, what makes it, fun. Try to keep that dead noise out. Except when we do a moment of silence for Superosity. Thank you and hello. Awesome. Now, Donde's going to be back soon, I hope. We're going to continue with him. We'll see what he presents. Then we're going to do our art challenge look-ats here. For everybody that's new that's watching, thank you all. This is the most popular stream we've had. Every month, Donde, one of the members here on Discord, he does a art challenge. He gives a theme, and then you have a full month to do it. There's no reward. It's not a contest. If we can, we review, we take a look at the artworks and present them, give you guys a shout outs, the artists here on the Monstercast. If not, then Donde does a little live chat with you guys and talks about them at the end of every month. So you're always welcome to join those. Anybody can enter and such. Did I get everybody? That's pretty much everybody. Thank you for the Lovecraftian stuff here. Okay. Now we're waiting for Donde. In the meantime, does anybody have any questions? Anything at all? Are you back, Donde? Let me know if you're back. There you go. So yes, as far as the channel, we are nearing it. I'm ordering some stuff, such as things, little perks you get, patches. I've been meaning to do patches since I started this channel. As you guys know, or may know, I love the idea of patches because a lot of channels sell t-shirts, right? T-shirts are fine, but I find that a lot of t-shirt and t-shirt companies where you can print your stuff are boring. I found one once that I like, but I can't find them again. I'll mention this again in the big live stream I'll do on the main channel, but if you guys know of t-shirt companies that produce nice, like kind of those rusticy textured shirts that I can implement my own prints on, I would rather work with a company like that than Teespring and those generic ones where they just stamp on your image. But that's why I love patches, because if you have a good quality patch, which I'll see if I can even create of our skull, our WUM skull, the new skull that's going to come out, or the new logo you guys will see. It's a little bit complex, so I'll see if it'll look nice as a patch. But the point of a patch is you guys can wear any shirt, and then you can just use an iron and iron the patch on, and it looks like it's a branded shirt, from that company or whatever. I say if you have a shirt from Gap or Polo or whatever, and you have those little, logos, I say stick the WUM patch on top of that, cover that crap up, and represent. But otherwise, if you have a plain shirt, you could just put that in the corner of your shirt, iron it on, and it looks like an official shirt from that. You can put it on your hat. That's why I love patches. It's more versatile than selling the whole product and not done to standards that you may want. Looking at I draw. Cool. King Crow's drawing. Perfect. You're perfect for our community. As I've said before, if our Discord is busy. We got not a ton of members, but we have every cavern for every type of monster from lore. So we have movie stuff, all that stuff like the main channel. But as I say, if our Discord ever drops or whatever, if it ever gets too overwhelmed or out of control, one thing I do want to keep on this Discord is keep the art community. As you know, I'm a big supporter of the art community and fantasy and monsters and sci-fi. So if anything, Discord will at least be for the art community and for you guys to present your monstrous creations here. So, all right, Donde's back, so we can step it up another notch.
If I may just to add to any of our potential current and future viewers who has asked artists to requested for them to draw you something and they've said no, here is a guaranteed life hack that will make artists always draw whatever you want. Are you ready? Give them money. Works 10 out of 10 every time.
There you go. Chris, when you do, I think you use DeviantArt for that more, right?
For which?
If you are going to find an artist and pay for an artwork, where would you do that?
Well, PayPal is how you make the
Well,
payment. But you can find artists on practically any platform. You can do so DeviantArt, Twitter, Tumblr, or any other websites. Some of them which may not be on brand, but off brand, as you could say.
Yeah, I asked Chris because I've used the services like freelancer.com and Fiverr, and those tend to be limited and very selective with their artists. I don't know if that would be the best word.
Well,
I think the way Chris approaches it, and I know Bog, they find artists in different methods. They're kind of in the communities and DeviantArt. That's probably the best way. I think it's more time consuming, but I think you will get better results for what you want with your money. Fiverr and Freelancer, the basic rule applies. What you pay for is what you get. But when you have a better relationship with someone, that rule doesn't apply anymore. So go ahead, Chris, if you want to add something.
Well, specifically about Fiverr, I personally am very satisfied. As you
Cool.
all know, in the case you don't, my current profile picture, which is a picture of my original character, Freak Twitchpaw, was done by a gentleman by the name of Riantuk on Fiverr, and I am very satisfied with the result. So I do highly recommend it, along with also recommending the services of Riantuk specifically. And for the peeps who have not had the delight of seeing the full image, bada bing, bada boom. And this came out to at least like $20 to $40, so it's very affordable and it's an excellent work. I'm very satisfied with it.
Very good deal, guys. Pro's here, the man himself. Welcome, Pro. We got an awesome stream going. We got more viewers than we've ever had. I don't know what happened, but there you have it. Pro, if you want to mention a Monster Planet real quick, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, we're moving along. I'll pay you 60 to draw me a rock, he says. By the way, Jacob Adams on YouTube, thank you very much. That's awesome. Words like that is what keeps me going, especially, I'm not one of these young YouTubers in my early 20s. A lot of YouTubers are in their early 20s, and that's when they hit, like, peaks. I'm not, and I've been doing this for a while, and, there's a lot of life things that come in and go, and thoughts, and it's encouragement like that really, really helps. So I'm glad to be here for you, and I'm glad you're out there. Make a branding iron while you're at it. I have to go. See ya, Nurgling. Back with Okay, Rita, I'm back. The small ones are now happy. Did you give them pudding, Rita? Did you follow Mr.'s advice? Admit it, you gave them pudding. Pudding, no ice cream. Oh, okay. She followed the other rule. Plan B. Hello again, Rita. Okay, ice cream. Okay, let's move on to Donde. Donde. Let me check here if you guys said anything. Damn, guess that means. Okay, my brother has his own gravitation. There goes Pro. Probing Pro. He says, my brother, he has his own gravitational field and has a monstrous appetite. This made me think of Borat. My mother, she never loved me. Okay. Donde, if you have everything ready, let's go through the challenges. Let us know which one was the first one we missed, the earlier one, and let's see what we have. Oh, before, guys, if you guys want to vote for the next Monstercast, maybe we should do that now? Or not? I'm not sure. We'll just do it at the end of the whole thing. That'll be the reward for people that stay all the way through. So remember, guys, the themes of these Monstercasts are themes that we all vote for. Everybody comes up, or people come up with ideas for a Monstercast, and then we vote which one we want, and that's what the next Monstercast is about. Although I don't know if there will be, or when there will be another one, or how. So Monstercasts are a little bit of different, but you guys have a lot of Monstercasts to look back and explore. There's even some on Twitch, so there's hours and hours of us talking. There's no shortage of that. There may not be new content coming soon, but there's a lot. There's a lot of great knowledge, seriously. Almost, I wouldn't say equal to my own channel, but with how many hours we talked with these guys and people sharing. I mean, I have done the channel for 5 years, but I'd say almost there in the amount. There's a lot of hours we've talked with these guys. Monsterites have a lot of knowledge. Okay, Donde, sorry about that. Go ahead, Dance.
Yeah, this one was made by GMPF.
Okay. And what was that challenge? Which one was it? Donde?
And this was for June's.
Mhm.
This was the unicorn monsters or
We're all confused.
uni-horned creatures, and he wrote the twisted offspring of a unicorn and a knuckleave. That
Nice.
knucklecorn brings death and chaos wherever it goes. It is theorized that its horn could hold apocalyptic magical properties, and that it could be attracted by the sight of mass murderers instead of pure women. But nobody, no matter how crazy, wants to corroborate either.
Cool. So yeah, this theme, guys, was unicorn, not Unicron, unicorn, and people just had to come up with something unicorn related for the art challenge. JMPF, if you guys know the Nuclev, that's what he combined.
Let's see. Is this the one? The Knucklechrome? It was made by Pro. Is that correct?
JMPF.
So JMPF, I love you, my man, but I had to be real with you. The artwork itself, excellent, amazing, but personally, I have to say it failed the challenge because it's a unicorn challenge, and I'm counting 3 horns on that, bro.
Right, tripled it.
I knew somebody would say that.
He overkilled it with the corns. Such a tricorn, but nonetheless, I love the idea of merging those two mythical creatures, a unicorn and Nuclev. If that's how you say it, I have to look at the spelling again. I need to do a video on that creature. It's a really weird one, almost a centaur twist of things. But that's a fun one to combine. So good thinking there, nonetheless. JMPF. Plus, this isn't a contest, so you guys can always bend the rules easier here, as we're all gonna love it anyhow. All right, Griffo says, what to vote for later's. Thinking. All right, Donde, go ahead.
And this next one was sent in by Phoenix or Griffin, and they didn't post any information. It was in the creative cavern, but it got buried.
Okay. Nice, very nice. Very clean again. Wait, is that you, Donde, with a... What's going on here? Phoenix, explain yourself. What happened here? Donde with a unicorn. That's very nice. I like your style, Phoenix. Like, when you look at the chest area, you see the squiggly lines. Like, little additions like that is very... I could say, like, Griffo's art, but it gives it something. It's like, what are those? Is there a magical property? Is it just aesthetical? You know, it always adds to the art. And I like how there's little drops coming off the horn. It's like, is it poison or is it blood from stabbing someone? The ears are pretty ripped up. Not the rear. The rear looks pretty nice, but the ears are pretty ripped up too. Is this Dando? Ooh, there's so many questions. So many questions.
It's actually based on this little monster that I like. It's not a jackalope, but it's something kind of similar to that.
You're talking about the El Mirage. How can I remember the El Mirage? That was my first digital monster sculpt that I did. It's actually a rabbit with a unicorn horn.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's also carnivorous.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's based off of, I think, around the Middle Eastern area. Yeah, and I just remember it because I spent hours making the miniature. I never really showed you guys. It's on my Facebook. Not El Mirage. Wait. Am I confusing it? No, not El Mirage. I think I'm confusing it with the Brazilian one that I talked with JMPF. Yes, I am. Oh, what is it called? Oh, you got. I think it's the.
Ahuizotl. Ahuizotl.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say there?
Ahuizotl.
He
Flipping
keeps
out a
cutting
little.
off. Are we talking? um. Oh,
We thought yeah.
Wait, what happened?
well, he's cutting off, and I'm trying to find the. If you guys search Monster Bestiary miniatures, you'll see my stuff over on Facebook. If you ever look, I was planning on that being a big project. I'll see. No, that was Azotl. Okay, so it is Almirage. I knew it's an A because I started with ABCs for the monsters for the sculpts. So it's Almirage. I'll just copy this real quick since I found that. So here you go, Griffo.
Hmm.
This was my little thing for unlocking the Almirage, Alpha Almirage, and it's the rabbit with the horn. And I got
Oh,
that 3D
cool.
printed at high resolution as well as Azotl. And then I kind of stopped. I went on to the Earth Air Elemental, but then it just takes so much time. I'll see if I continue with the sculpts. We'll see. But I was one of the first making monster sculpts out there for digital printing before the fad really hitting. Arthur's an ass.
Looks really nice. For the angle I'm seeing anyway.
Cool, yeah. If you see the whole miniature, he's only attached to a rock at the bottom, so I can make him look like he's, hopping while being attached to a base, of course. But yeah, right on. Thank you, Griffo. This creature needs more shoutouts.
Yeah, that went in as well as like many others. To be fair.
There is the Jackalope, and there's a board game channel I watch called Quackalope, where they merge a duck and the Jackalope, I think, together. That's just their channel logo. Shout out to them. But
Gotta see
so there's
that.
some rabbit stuff on there, and then there's Donde, and you never know where that's going next. So speaking of the devil, Donde, go ahead on with the next unicorn-themed monster ambition.
That was it for the unicorn themes.
Okay, so we had 2.
Yeah, we didn't get very much.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Last month's July's was the inanimate object ones, and I got a handful from a few people. The first one's GMPF.
Cool. Alrighty. And what was the theme again?
Inanimate object monsters, where you take an inanimate object and you make it into a monster.
Cool. Inanimate monsters. Alright, let's see if it'll show up.
While it loads, I'll just read what he wrote down.
Cool.
Nobody knows where the crimson dice comes from. It is theorized it's used by the devil to play with souls in hell, or that it could be an entity by itself. It will randomly and suddenly appear rolling next to someone, and depending which side it ends, the person will 1. Be devoured alive by cockroaches, 2. Be burned to death inside the room, 3. Their head would be smashed by falling objects, 4. Bleed to death from every pore, 5. Be run over by a bus, 6. Fall into an open manhole and drown.
I love it. JMPF, I think I don't know if we have a lot of tabletop gamers here, board gamers, RPGers, and all that, but I think everybody would simply love your creation. So big kudos on that, JMPF, because people of the gaming sphere of tabletop love dice, and Kickstarter proves that. Any Kickstarter with dice like oversells. It's crazy. People love dice. They love their dice. They keep them very sacred. I think even Chris does.
Yes.
There you go. I remember that part. Dice are very sacred to their gamers, and having a creature like that, I think, would be very beloved in those in that gaming field. It reminds me of Kingdom Death Monster, the big board game I've mentioned. There's a entity that comes by you called the Gambler, and in the board game, it's where it goes meta, because when you roll the dice, you can roll when he appears in the board game. The players cannot speak. So if any of your friends during the gameplay say something, their character automatically dies. It's up to you how strongly you want to follow this, but I love that meta point in a board game or any game. But also, if you roll the wrong die, you just die. That's Kingdom Death for you. That's why people love it and some hate it. It's very kind of random and brutal. But yeah, so dice and gambling. I sent one for the unicorn challenge. Cool. Yeah, he'll get to that, Rain, I'm sure. I have a wolf creature. I share with you all this on Reddit post or something. I don't know much about Reddit. I'm gonna need your guys' help on Reddit because I know Patreon connects with Reddit somehow. I want to know if that's useful, if we need it, or if we should just stick with using a Discord and whatever Patreon has set up on there. I still don't know how that works out or works.
Personally, I'd suggest sticking to Reddit.
Really?
To Discord, I mean. Sticking to Discord. I misspoke.
I think, yeah, I want to keep it simple. I've already got so many things going. I don't want to be all over the place. I want to kind of have my set few things. That's why I don't do Twitter as well, because I'm on Instagram. I mean, it's good to have your eggs in many baskets, but those things aren't really going to get that big for me, and it's just another hassle. I want to have like 3 main areas I go to on the internet to get my stuff done. 3 or 4, and that's enough for me. Don't need to overdo it. But if there are some big benefits to Reddit, please let me know. I sent one. Okay, El Mirage. Okay, moving on, Dante. Sorry for the intermissions or interruptions. Next inanimate object, monster.
The next one is by Raincrawler.
So.
In the rainy season, a mysterious umbrella will appear in a crowded place, waiting for an unfortunate person to find it. First, it waits until the prey is alone on a 20-meter radius. It attacks by wrapping the handle around the hand and also enclosing and suffocating its prey. After absorbing the skin and blood from the upper body, but leaving the other part almost complete, then it will simply disappear to target another victim. Once the rainy season ends, it will go into a state of hibernation.
Reminds me of...
And that's why you don't touch stuff on the street that does not belong to you.
There you go. And that's why you don't steal stuff, too.
That sounds good.
Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of the first creation of yours I saw in your comic book, Donde. That's why I loved it so much. And this is kind of, I don't know, in some way relates to it, if you know what I mean. I don't want to spoil things, but I love it. I love mimic creatures like this. And it's a very like real, like functional one. Like you could imagine this thing being a thing and actually surviving. It's like a desert, viper, some kind of desert viper species that has to sit in the sand for days or hours and conserve their energy and just wait for a lizard or something to pop up to feed on and attack. It's basically how this thing would work. It only exerts its energy when it's actually feeding and killing, but otherwise it's just gonna hang out and wait. Simply love it. I'd love to have some umbrellas like that. That'd be so cool. Right at the entrance to your house. By the way, I did shout out Donde's. Donde does have a Patreon, and he does comics, and they're all free to view. He does awesome. Oh, by the way, shout out to your last video, Donde. Griffo was there too. I just love what you do with the patrons and doing the sketches. So yeah, guys, hit up Donde. For his comics, he has free Fabula comics. They're available. He's on his 4th comic now, or I think, or 5th. No, more like 5th or further. What is the name of your channel, Donde? I always forget that part when I'm searching you.
Double Dandy.
It is Double Dandy. Ooh, getting naughty out there. So, and what are you on Patreon? Because that's also where it's a little hard finding you.
It's the same name.
It is. Okay, so it's Dandy, not Donde. Well, it's spelled Dande or Dandy.
Dande. Double
okay,
Dandy.
So it's just my pronunciation. So it's as he appears here, which I always say Donde, but it's actually Dandy. Double Dandy. Sorry about that, Donde. Been messing it up for years. Please don't send me umbrellas.
It's like tomato.
Right. I didn't get to join the ghost either, so I must see if I can come up with something quick. Cool. All right, Donde.
Well, that was it for July's. But this month's is the ghost challenge. And you don't need to turn that in until the 4th or 5th of September. And it can be any medium. Artwork, story, sculpture, prop, etc.
There you go, guys. So anybody wants to join the challenge, test your skills, see what other people are creating, join in on these over on Discord. You can always message your artwork to Donde. I'm going to keep saying Donde. Sorry, Dande. It's been too long. You can call me whatever you want. Griffo calls me Arth. I call her Griffs. um, or you guys can always submit them to the Creating Monsters cavern. Yeah. Once we start building the community elsewhere and such, I'm gonna explain how our Discord works more and how you guys get to unlock things here and see everything on our Discord. I think there'll be confusion at that point. But I'm looking forward to that. I think we're done here. As Dande said, the next one is Ghost. That's the theme. We usually don't we only review these on a Monstercast here at the end of a month. Usually not. I mean, not during the week or during the month on other Monstercasts. But now, again, I don't know how these will come out. I do wholeheartedly thank everybody for showing up. Let's give us some ideas of if we do another Monstercast, who and when. What should it be about? What do you guys think? Does anybody have any suggestions? Please throw them out there. It can be anything. We've done a lot. So
Yeah, we have done quite a bit, so it's...
I know. Triple Dande. Kadash'll reboot. Triple Dans. Let's see, Monstrous Disappointments. We've done stuff like that, but I like that one, Pro, because that one's more open. We've done like movies and silly things and disappointing things, but we haven't done like a general one. I like that one. I'll take that in. Somebody's trying to show up on cam. Ooh, it's JMPF. Everybody, now you see the face of JMPF.
Hell yeah.
Yee.
The Lovecraftian monster himself. That's his human form. That's his human form. His Lovecraftian form, you wouldn't be able to perceive it without you losing your mind. So he also there's an SCP about him
Being
too.
too nice to us.
Enjoying there, GPF.
Appointment. Okay. Anybody else have any suggestions for the next chat? So on the Patreon, let me just give you guys a heads up. Eventually, because I'm gonna get busy with fulfilling the videos and doing the main channel, which I haven't been, honestly, and you know that. I want to get back to at least doing one video a week. But as our community there grows, I do plan on doing live streams and weekly or bi-weekly. I want to start with bi-weekly. I don't want to overdo it for myself because there's a lot of other things that's going to be involved, and I don't want to overdo it and then screw things up. It's better, do it step by step. So I'm going to eventually be doing bi-weekly videos on there. They may be live streams, may be Q&As, they may be other stuff. There will be behind the scenes stuff too. But I'm thinking maybe the Monster Casts will take place then, since I'll have to limit it to some time. So we'll see how that goes. Still, and how accessible they will be and all that. Yeah. I've talked to you guys on Discord about that and the dilemmas. So we'll see. Inky monsters. That sounds interesting. Inky. Are we talking about maybe like artistic, like made out of ink? Deep thoughts.
Could be.
You don't know, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Inky monsters. And you guys on Discord, or you guys that are not on Discord, after these monster casts, I like to stick around, chat with these guys for now, but it might be one of those last times I do it. If you want to jump on Discord, welcome to. Thick monsters. We haven't had a thick monsters one. That's a good one, actually. I don't think we have.
True.
We've done slow but deadly with many things. I like that one. That's a good one. And who said that? That was Bog, I think. Oh, Preachy Mink. That was Preachy Mink. Cool. So I don't think he even knows that we're doing the thing now, unless he's watching it through YouTube. Nonetheless, good suggestion. Parasite Monsters is good. Okay, Parasite Monsters is good, but our first Monster Cast was actually the Assimilation one, right? And we've done...
Yes, and after that, I did think we've done a parasitic one.
I think we have.
Where we also included real-life monsters.
Really?
So maybe we can skip that suggestion, but we have enough. Yeah, guys. For everybody out there, go to our Voices of the Monsterhood channel and search out whatever topic you kind of like, or look at the different ones. Because if you think about it, we've probably talked about it. But there's many more. I mean, we've even talked about
Yeah.
albino monsters, which Pro and Jono really love. That was one of their favorite monster casts.
We even had John Han monsters.
Yes, we even did a meme one just for fun for one of our members here in the group. So I do like to keep
that was
this.
cool.
That's the point of Voices of the Monsterhood. That's why I called it this channel, because it involves us, all of us. Yeah. So a lot of funky stuff like that. A lot of some memes, some inside jokes here. That's why I don't want to confuse you guys with stuff like that outside on YouTube. I figured it would be just okay. I think we have all of them. Asylum Demon from Dark Souls, the thickest. Okay. Anybody have anything else? I'll try to come up with one. Let's see if a good one hits me. Let me see you guys on YouTube. Let's see if you guys recommended anything. Speaking of ice cream, maybe Ice Cream Monster.
Oh.
Librarian, Mongolian Deathworm. Ooh, I like the Librarian JMPF. Yes, he is my librarian. JMPF is good researcher.
Yeah.
Good knowledge. Okay. I'm gonna say I like Librarian. I'm gonna go with Clown Monsters. Damn it, he beat me. Oh, I'm gonna put down both because did we do Clown Monsters, by the way?
I'm not sure, but I'm leaning towards yes.
Let's see, JMPF will get on that. You see that face of JMPF? That's JMPF focused and looking through all our hundreds of videos right now. That's what he does. He is the master of it.
It hasn't been one.
There hasn't. Beautiful. So, because I like the idea of a librarian monster, makes me think of Ghostbusters. I'm going to do librarian as well.
I have a potential suggestion, but I think we might have done it.
Okay.
Monsters you want to see in a movie.
Oh.
I think we did
I think
something
we might
like
have
that
done
too.
that.
Or like, yes, or monster ideas or lore we would want to see. I think we've done something like that. Let's see what they say. Time for you to whip out those old Mewtwo, bro. I'm looking forward for memes. I'm gonna share with our, doubling communities. I do want to share all the memes you guys made here too over the years. That's been really fun too, and I hope I think everything will get restarted with this, with the channel revamp Patreon. I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen. Revamp of even the communities. Just a fresh new energy. I think we needed that, and we need good people in and keep out the crap.
You'll never be rid of us, Arthur, no matter how hard you try.
Love it.
Yep.
I need you guys. I missed you, and I realized how much I appreciate having you guys in my life. It's not easy. It's not easy. But it's not living a life with this kind of theme and yeah. It's not easy with surrounding people, family, things like that. So I appreciate you guys wholeheartedly. All right, so body parts. Yeah, we even had body parts monsters for real life monsters category. And named Randy Brown is building. He has a video talking. Interesting. Okay, guys. So do we have them all? And did we do the one Chris said? Monsters we'd want to see in a movie. Pretty sure we did.
Yeah, I'm also thinking that we did that one, but that's
I'll write
the
it
only
down.
idea that I got right now.
All right, guys, let's vote before I let you go. So if you're ready to leave, don't leave just yet, so you can leave your vote. You can vote over on YouTube, vote over on here.
Oh, yeah.
We still have a good amount of people viewing. All right, guys, here they are. I just wrote them out. Let me move GMPF here. Monstrous Disappointments, Inky Monsters, Thick Monsters. That could be fun. Librarian Monsters. We all know there's a king of thick monsters out there. Librarian Monsters, Clown Monsters, monsters we'd love to see in a movie. Here they are, guys. Please vote for one and let me know what it is, and that'll be our next live stream discussion of this sort. on Voices of the Monsterhood, I have to remind you, if we do live streams later for Patreon and all that, it'll probably be from the main channel, so keep an eye on for that for notification. But that's gonna be a while. I'll let you know here and there. Whips out Monstrous Disappointments is Pro's vote, so he has something in mind. Good. Lesser known monsters with potential could be something done yet. That's a good one too. Okay, we got a librarian vote. Movie vote. I've been in the void for a long time, so I'm clueless. All good. Are you listening to us? Oh, Bago, Minky is there. Thanks, Mink. Good to see you. Sorry, it's been a while, so I kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't, I had to clear my vision, you know? It's
been
truly
for
you.
billions of years.
Good to see you, buddy. He was the gatekeeper. Big Minx. No one remember Minky. Nah, we always remember you, man. You have a stamp here.
Yeah.
So
how could you forget Mink?
I'm sorry. I didn't even greet him. Welcome, Mink. Okay, what else do we have? We have Clown Monster, Librarian. So we got 2 for Clowns, 2 for Librarian. What else? Shall not be named. What else? Come on, guys, vote. We got a 3rd one for Clown. Oh crap. Crap. Clowns are coming in. They're calling in the clowns, guys.
I don't know. I kind of like
Thick.
the disappointments one.
I'm gonna vote for Thick. Although I like Librarian. Clown. Looks like Clown's winning. Come on, guys. If you don't want Clown, go ahead and vote now, or forever hold your pieces. Dande's going dandy, so I don't know. He voted Clown. All right, guys. That's it. Nobody else is voting. We got enough to not have a tie this time. Or paint. Okay. So next discussion will be...
which one's in the tie? It's Clown and...
It was Librarian and Clown. So if you want to make a tie, guys, vote Librarian, and then you're going to prolong this live stream another hour. Nobody's breaking it. Okay, it's Clown. Clown Monsters. Goodness.
Damn.
I don't know how I feel about that one. Clown is such a controversial topic.
But you will scare some people.
Funny enough, Clown is a hated thing or beloved thing, but as far as monsters go, actually the whole Clown thing has been pretty awesome, as far as I know, in the horror realm. So it's been done right. Now we did have, because I remember that one, I forgot the movie, kind of the clown guy with the white face. It's a deep horror. He cuts the person in half. Pro mentioned him, Terrifier. He was mentioned, so we got to make sure he wasn't mentioned during a Clown Monstercast. If you recall what kind of Monstercast that was. Art the Clown. Yeah, his name is Arthur.
Was it the Fear one?
It might have been. Do you remember, Pro?
Movie Killers.
What was that, Jam?
The Movie Killers one.
Movie Killers. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So I'm not going to spoil that anymore in case somebody wants to use it. So yeah, I got to admit that clowns in horror have been pretty awesome. I'm sure there's crappy, cringy ones that we all would hate because of the theme of it. But as far as I have watched, actually
maybe we could save those for the next one.
Yeah. They have been, for what clowns are, I think horror has done them more justice. So good job, horror world. To be honest, I find the fear of clowns to be greatly... Well, it's silly, there's a silliness to it, but there's some, there's justification to it. But you guys ever watched...
I understand why, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it is a strange looking set of looks, basically. Though, it all comes with its caveats that are pretty positive.
Mm-hmm.
Remember way back when was it 2017 or 18, where there were a bunch of idiots dressing up as clowns, going out in the middle of the night, staying on roads and scaring people?
Yes.
There was a guy who dressed like Batman and went out to beat the shit out of those guys. That made me
That's
very
cool.
happy.
That's fun. Creating your own silly lore. And yeah, that's why I'm proud that horror has done them right, because horror could have made the whole clown scary thing even more cringy and worse, but they've done it right with, well, what we're going to be talking about next time. There was a funny moment, if anybody watches Modern Family, I used to watch a little bit of that. The main dad has a fear of clowns, but it's so retarded. Wait. Okay. All done then. Thank you, everybody. Let me see how many are left of you on YouTube. There was 8 last time I checked. Back to 9. I am so gratified that you guys showed up, especially for this kind of announcement where things are going to be changed.
Yeah,
I'm so
you actually
happy.
made it this time.
Yeah, it could have been the opposite. We were expecting maybe 3 of us showing up, and over 20 of us showed up. It's the first time
Yeah.
in the years we've been doing this, and it couldn't have been a better time. I hope I could guide you guys around the right way, and so that we can all get together in a single place, or the easiest way we can in the future with these changes. But because these changes will happen, it will give me the opportunity to keep doing what I am and do it with a happy and productive way, more so than I have the last couple years. So I hope you guys understand my stance and why I'm doing what I'm doing again. And yeah, I'm feeling like it's the first time I launched this channel, when I was watching every subscriber come in. I'm having that feeling again. And yep, okay. Still here and back, and good to see you guys that have been with me since like 300 subscribers, and since the first video. That's crazy. I always say Strider's here. That's somebody new. So yeah, that's wild. Okay, next time, if however we do this, it's gonna be Clown Monsters. I'll talk to Jono if he does run these monster casts. We need to restructure that. We'll see if we do that, because he'll need, if he does continue them, he'll need some training. I want to get him to be good at it. You know, I want these things to be good and everybody's having fun. So we'll see how that goes about. But I do appreciate people sticking out and offering their help. All right, I'm drawing this to the close. What I explained just is back on that. Cool. Okay, guys. Thank you over on YouTube. I'm closing this out. If you want to continue any discussions after the after party, I'll be here for a little while after on Discord talking to the peeps. Thank you guys over on YouTube, and see you over at World of Monsters. You guys all rock. Love y'all. Hey, Monsters Smith friends, go ahead and say your goodbyes, guys. Until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. See you
Well, in the words of a beloved member of the Monstercast who currently is not, Victor, do not fear the unknown. Seek it out, study it, and understand it. To which I would respond with, fear the unknown. Shoot it in the face with a shotgun.
Okay,
What would Z say?
Necrons.
Necrons! Hey, Jinx.
Just like Idic Beer's daughter. Necrons. Let's see. Close that thing. Where am I? There we go. All right. Get out. Sweet. 84 monster casts. That was a good planet talk too. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Stop in
Have a good
3,
night.